everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel, the channel dedicated to all things cheap in the world of fragrances. In today's video, as you saw, we are doing another rack store haul and a blind reaction kind of deal where I just buy some things that look interesting and I'll open them up for the first time on camera with you guys and see what I think about them and if I'd recommend them to you or not. And as you saw, we got some pretty interesting ones on the list today. Actually, both Ross and TJ Maxx had something unlike last time where I just saw things that Ross and TJ Maxx kind of disappointed me, but this time TJ Maxx actually came in clutch and had some pretty cool things, actually a little more than what I got at Ross too, so I'm very excited to get into it. Things we're looking at is Mankind by Kenneth Cole, the original one. I don't think I've actually ever smelled the original, so I'm excited about that. Vince Camuto Terra, and I've heard a lot about Vince Camuto. There's a lot of ones that I've seen people talk about, go through, and they say it's really good quality. I think I've actually smelled one of their ones before. I think it was the first Vince Camuto one, the one in the blue, and it was really nice. I just never got it. And we have another commodity fragrance, except this one is one I've seen everywhere, all over different TJ Maxx's, and it's commodity bergamot. I've seen it, I meant to get it, and so I finally got it now. I'm very excited about this one too. So let's go ahead and start with the first one, and it is this one here, Mankind by Kenneth Cole. I only paid $16.99 for this, and it's a 50 ml with a 1.7 fluid ounce. Now, again, on all these, I didn't really look up hardly any of the note breakdowns. I think I looked up a few things off the top to make sure that it was, you know, something interesting, but I pretty much forgot what all those were. I definitely didn't know what the notes were. I just saw the overall scent profile, but then again, that doesn't really tell you much, you know. You gotta really smell it for yourself and see. So my wife, actually while we were dating, she actually got me Mankind, I think it was Hero, and I really love that one. It was that very sweet, ambery, aromatic one. I really wasn't into fragrances at the time, so I really didn't know what to look for, but now I really do appreciate it. I kind of wish I had it again. Here is the bottle, just like how I remember the Mankind Hero. I guess all the Mankind bottles are like this, and they all have this leather wrap around them with, you know, the little belt kind of around all the edges, the leather on the cap. Pretty good metal. If I can get this off, there we go. Didn't want to give it up for a second. Nice heft to the cap. I think this one is the oldest one in this group that I bought. I'm pretty sure this came out like early 2010s, maybe even earlier than that. I forgot, but I know it's the older one of the group. Let's go ahead and spray it and see what we think about it. Pretty good atomizer, pretty decent. So it's been a while since I've had a Kenneth Cole. Like I said, I've had Hero. I really want to get Unlimited. I've heard that's a really good flanker, and I just haven't had a chance to get it. I smell this in the air. Yep, it's very, very familiar. It's sweet off the top, a little fruity, very aromatic, some woods in the background. It smells like a designer fragrance, you know? It smells like what you'd expect from Kenneth Cole or any of those designer houses. It smells like a mall fragrance. I'm pretty sure the flankers in this line are probably a lot more interesting, so if I find more of these, I'll definitely pick them up, especially the Unlimited one, the one that's orange. But yeah, it's nice. I don't anticipate it's gonna have a lot of performance. Even just now as I'm smelling it, it's starting to die off pretty quick. But it's nice. It's nice. I mean, for $16.99, you're able to get this. Not bad. I mean, very inoffensive, very youthful. It's not gonna be hard to like, really. I can really see this being probably mostly almost all year round, except for the cold. I think it'd be great in the heat, great for any time of the day. I like it, I like it. So Mankind, the original, it's probably, I mean, you're probably all looking at me like, well, I can't believe you haven't already had that, you know, it's a classic, but finally got it now, so I can use it now. Yeah, not bad at all, I like it. Okay, so that's a good one. Now on to the next one, Vince Camuto Terra. So, don't have a lot of experience with Vince Camuto. I've seen, of course, their merchandise, their actual clothing, apparel, and I think they have bags and whatnot. So I've seen their fashion stuff, but I haven't really delved into their fragrances that much. I know that Ross recently from TOTJ Reviews did a haul video where he got Vince Camuto, I think it was the Homme or Pour Homme, whatever the original is, but the intense version. And I don't know if he liked it as much as the original one. I think he had different variants on it, but really excited with this one, especially since this one's called Terra, and, you know, being, you know, meaning, I think it was earth in French, so I'm expecting this to be hopefully a little earthy. Oh, and by the way, the price on this is $19.99. This is at TJ Maxx for a 50 ml, 1.7, so the same as the Kenneth Cole one. I know that they have some pretty good fragrances. Like I said, I've smelled one by them in a store, and it was really good. Of course, they're gonna charge me out the butt for it, and I wasn't gonna get it, but it did smell good. Out of all the ones that let me smell, that was on the cheaper end. That was good. Look at the bottle. Very nice. I like the bottle. I really do like their bottle style. It's of course, you can see the glass bottom. It's like a faux leather wrap around it, and leather on the top, almost like the Kenneth Cole one over here, except more wrap around on it. You have the Vince Camuto emblem on the front, name of the fragrance, and the company on the bottle. Of course, your usual things on the bottom, which I'm not going to go through. Unlike the Mankind one, there is a slight colorization to the juice, like slightly yellowish, brownish. So maybe it's going to be a denser fragrance. It is just an eau de toilette, so I don't know what that. Nice heft of the cap. So Terra, again, I'm expecting some earthy. I have Terra Essence by Bulgari, and love it, absolutely love it. It is a amazing, super underrated fragrance, but it's not gonna be for everybody. It's very earthy, almost animalic. It's powdery. I think it has styrax in it, and of course, the one and only Alberto Marias did it. Amazing. I love earthy fragrances. I love very patchouli heavy, earthy, mineralic, stone kind of smelling ones. I love that kind of stuff. I love the rough smelling ones. But maybe this will be like an earthy one, but knowing Vince Camuto is going to have a kind of modern twist on it, something likable about it. So let's see. Woo, the atomizer like sprayed out like a jet, like a water jet. Pretty sure it got the wall over there. Nice click on the cap. Hold up. Okay, it's sweet. Like I said, I knew it was gonna have some kind of likability to it. Sweet, it almost has a mintiness to it, like a spearmint, like almost like mouthwash. I don't know how. I know that can't be right, because I don't think it is. I know it's sweet though. Fruity, citric, sweet, like I said, probably a lot of vanilla in this. I don't get any earthiness though. There may be some, maybe I gotta let it dry down, but it almost smells like spearmint. Like a strong mintiness, which isn't bad because I don't have a fragrance that's like that, but I just didn't expect it from something called Terra. Yeah, sweet. It's sweet, almost like a bubblegum sweetness, almost. Maybe that's where I'm getting the mintiness from, like a mint gum. But it's fruity, vanillic, like I said, citric. But I don't get anything else. It smells good though. It smells clean. It's just not what I expected from something called Terra. I was really expecting a twist. A nice twist to it, but it's not that. But it's okay that it's not that. It's not bad. And I'm glad I got it because I don't have any Vince Camuto fragrances, so I'm glad to have one in. It's just a lot of sweetness, like a little vanillic, but not bad, not bad. We'll see how it changes on the dry down, and after a while, I don't let my nose rest up from all this. Now the last one, and the one that I'm obviously most excited about, Commodity Bergamot. So my first one I opened up Commodity Vetiver. That was a roller coaster of a fragrance. Even since then, I've worn it and I still get that permanent marker, Sharpie kind of vibe to it, but understand that it's that, I think, raspberry note, blackberry note. And I do like it, and all that earthiness is green. I do like it more now. I do appreciate it, but it was just not at all what I expected. But Commodity Bergamot. So again, these are the basically niche fragrances from Sephora. It is just almost like their brand, like exclusively sold at Sephora and eventually ends up at discounters. And I never got the chance to try this one. I've heard a lot about it, but they center around these ideas or notes. Like they have Commodity, like I said, Vetiver, Commodity Milk, which is very interesting. Commodity Book, which I did really like. Commodity, I think there's Commodity Paper, which I did like that one as well. A very nice, like woody, dry, but soft fragrance. And also have Commodity Moss Plus, which is a very earthy green moss. Very similar to like Hashivat or, almost like Aventus in a way. All right, but the box is the usual way how the boxes go. And here you have the bottle. So unlike the Vetiver one, this has a white top and a white label to it. Unlike that one, which had, I think, a black top and a black label, and the juice was a little darker, I think. I remember it was clear, but overall look was a little darker. The bottle, I think, was tinted. But this one, you can actually see the color of the juice, very yellow. And on the back, it has Commodity, which it didn't have that before. So maybe this is like a re-release of something, because I thought I saw that this one was actually in the discontinued section. So maybe they discontinued this for a while and then brought it back in new branding. So I'm not sure if it's been reformulated or not. I'm just gonna be able to judge it based off what's here, but yeah, very interesting. I think this is a eau de parfum, if I'm not mistaken. It is not telling me. So let's go ahead and spray it. Again, nice heft of the cap, and I'm expecting the atomizer to be the same as it was on the commodity vetiver, which was like very strong. So actually, no, it was not that strong. The vetiver one was way stronger, so I guess the atomizers have changed. Ooh, okay. Very floral, very citric. I mean, it is a commodity bergamot, so you're expecting a lot of bergamot, citrus, you know, the almost fruitiness, zinginess to it. And I do get that, but it has a lot of florals in supporting right behind it. Very, very fresh, almost green, almost rindy in a way, but not as like zesty as, you know, people say like Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever is, or Italian Love. This has some greenness to it, green facets. It is very fresh, very airy, light. Yeah, this is perfect for a hot, hot, hot summer day. I mean, this would be absolutely the best thing to wear probably. Good for spring. It's starting to dry down now and has a good bit of little sweetness coming out too. Yeah, very photorealistic. It is, and I do really like it. I'm not getting really anything else in the background, like any woods, a little bit of musk. There's no aldehydes to it like you might expect if it was like, you know, because I can definitely see this being a unisex fragrance, like either guys or girls can wear this easy. So usually on some like female leaning stuff, especially if they're trying to go a little old school with it if they want to, but on some female leaning stuff, it can be a little aldehydic, which really makes it effervescent and pushes those citruses and a little musky. But I don't get any aldehydes in this. It's just the citrus. They're letting the citrus do the thing. Oh, as it dries down, it's getting way better, like photorealistic. So good, man. Which I wouldn't expect anything else from, you know, I mean, a commodity fragrance, because it is supposed to be a niche kind of style. So I was expecting high quality from it. So yeah, it may, I'm gonna be forewarning, this may not appeal to everyone if you're sensitive to citruses, where when you smell certain citruses, it almost seems like body odor to you, and you'll know what I mean, that there are some like citric factors, you know, a certain kind of orange or lemon, or like I said, bergamot or agave, where they are fruits, you know, they can come together and sometimes it'll smell like body, like BO, you know, like sweaty armpits and PE class. This may be like that to you. If you have that sensitivity, you might not, you know, might be careful if you do buy this or stay away from it. But if you like citrus and you want a lot of it, this is the way to go. Yeah, very nice. My nose is going a little nose blind to it quick, and I think it's because it's pretty linear, which the commodity vetiver was also fairly linear. It stayed mostly the same always with the fragrance. It still stayed good, it stayed true, but I feel this might be the same way, which means if it's a citrus-based fragrance, there might not be a whole lot more you can do with it, especially if you're just focusing on that one thing, but it's still good. Well blended. Yeah, that's nice. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I am going to leave these for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back later, let my nose settle, and see what we think of them at the end. And we'll even bring up the note breakdowns, but I'll be back in a sec. All right, so now I'm back, and let my nose take a break a little bit and did some things on the side. Let's go ahead and go back through these real quick, and I'll actually have the note breakdowns this time, and we will see what we think about them and how they kind of dried down just a little bit, letting that opening kind of go off into that mid and see how it is. All right, so the first one we had was Mankind by Kenneth Cole, the original Mankind. Let's see what we think about it. Has still a bit of freshness to it. And again, I imagine all of these are gonna smell very different on skin because you really can't get the base notes on test strips, but still is nice. Okay, so on here we see woody, warm, spicy, aromatic, sweet, fruity, earthy, powdery, mossy, and musky. I do get the woodiness. Again, I got that fruity sweetness, the aromatics. Oh, never mind, so this came out in 2013. I was way off then. But still, I think it is the oldest of these, if I'm not mistaken. Top notes are pineapple, cardamom, ginger, tarragon. Yeah, I can kind of see that pineapple. A little bit of that cardamom as well, some powderiness. Middle notes are cedar, vetiver, and cinnamon. Base notes are oak moss, sandalwood, musk, and tonka bean. Definitely get that tonka bean, and I don't know about the oak moss and sandalwood yet, but definitely the musk because it has that freshness to it. Yeah, it's nice. Definitely, I mean, it still works. I mean, and for the price, you can't really complain too much because you're getting a designer scent. It's still very lovable. Again, a perfect youth fragrance. I think it fits almost all year round. Definitely the spring, summertime, and fall. Again, I don't know if the coldness of winter would be kind to this, but you can wear it. I think it's office safe, school safe, anywhere you go, day or night, hang out, chill, go out with friends. I think it's perfect for that. I mean, it is gonna have that designer mall scent to it, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that it works well. Definitely gonna be wearing this and trying it out. Okay, the next one we opened up was Vince Camuto Terra. Remember, I assumed it was gonna be a very earthy fragrance, but I didn't get that. I got a lot of sweetness instead, like almost a vanillic fruitiness. I actually thought it was minty at first, so let's go to the note breakdown and see why I thought it was minty. I'm still getting, okay, I'm getting almost a bubblegum style sweetness. Like it almost smells like a Paco Rabanne or a Zara Wanted kind of style. Yeah, okay, it says it's very woody, vanilla, aromatic, citrus, sweet, powdery, warm, spicy. I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm getting that. Has woodsy notes, vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, citrus, rhubarb, and geranium. So no earthiness whatsoever, yet they're gonna call it Terra. Man, well, it's still good though, it's still good. A lot of people say, oh, why didn't I get that before? Remember I said it was minty vanilla. What other fragrance is minty vanilla? Eros. Why did I not guess that it was Eros? I've smelled it 1,000 times and I have things that smell like it. Yeah, because people say on here, it reminds them of Versace Eros, the top one, I guess 1981 Los Angeles, Oxford Blue by English Laundry. People do say that it smells like 1 Million by them. And remember, I did pick up like a Paco Rabanne kind of style, so it wasn't too far off. But yeah, it is like Eros minus the apple. There's no apple in this. There's a fruitiness, but there's not a discernible apple note. I mean, it's good though. It is good. It's, as it's dried down, it's rounding out a lot more, being a lot more smooth, which I mean, Vince Camuto stuff is good. It is blended very nicely. I think it is a less vanillic, powdery, sweet Eros, more of a fresh Eros. Spring, fall, winter, maybe summer if it's light enough, you know, in the cooler, make it nighttime, but I think day or night with this one. Date nights be good, hanging out be good, anywhere, you know, this is definitely it. Of course, I personally still prefer Oxford Blue by English Laundry. I think that's my favorite Eros style fragrance. I think it does it way better than almost anyone else, but this is still good. I'm still gonna wear this because I still do like it. The last one that we looked at was Commodity Bergamot, another commodity fragrance. And so remember, it was very citric. Of course, I mean, being based around bergamot, it should be, but it's very citric, a little fruity, almost rindy, fresh, a little photorealistic. So let's see how it is now that's dried down a little bit. Yeah, immediately you still get the citrus, but there's a lot more florals in this now, like white florals. I don't know if there's really any yellow florals, but it may be. Let's see. Yeah, for some reason they have bergamot under the discontinued collection, so I don't know what that's about. Citrus, aromatic, fresh, spicy, green, woody. Remember, I did say it was a little green. I did get that green facet, but I feel like there's some florals in this too. Top notes are bergamot, you guessed it, clementine, and green mandarin. So there was that greenness to it. Middle notes are mint. So there's mint in this one, but there wasn't mint in the other one, even though I clearly smelled mint. I don't know what to do myself. Jasmine sandbag. So there is that floral aspect to it, and African geranium. Floral. Base notes are vetiver, violet leaf, musk, and patchouli. So it is a little aromatic. It is green though. I am getting more of the green facet. It almost smells like You or Someone Like You by Italia with Their Orange, which is one of my favorite fragrances by them. The most realistic mint you can ever smell in a fragrance. Very green, like muddled mint in your hand. So realistic, but very, very green, very, very floral, white musky. And this almost smells like that minus the mint, which I know the mint is the biggest part of that fragrance, but it legit has that same background greenness, almost muskiness as You or Someone Like You, but without that forefront of the mint. I don't think it's as loud as that, because this is not coming off as much as that fragrance did, but it still has that essence to it, you know. Ooh, I'm getting way more of that vetiver. That is weird. It just like came to me. I smelled it on the tail end of it. I got that vetiver. So there is a nice vetiver background. So I'm expecting that when I spray this on my skin and it starts drying down, I'll get more of that vetiver. And it's not like commodity vetiver. This actually had that little bit of clean, almost aromatic vetiver in that background. Commodity bergamot, it's very citric, a little floral, and then you start getting to the aromatics, very green, a little musky, fresh. I mean, absolutely perfect for hot weather, like hot weather. It would be a brisk take to it. It's not gonna be aquatic, it's not gonna be ozonic, it's not gonna have any of those light facets to it. It's just gonna be a fruity floral with aromatics in it. That's all it's gonna be. And it's really good at that. It doesn't need to be anything else. I do like it. And again, here they are, guys. My 3 from now my 3rd rack store haul. These are all really good. They offer a lot of different things. I think the first 2 are more similar because of that fruity sweetness and that whole profile they go around. But this last one, the commodity one, very different, very, very nice. Of course, I think better than the other 2, but all of them are still really good. I highly recommend them really to anybody. If you see these out there, especially for the prices I found these at, don't hesitate to get them if you don't already have them. And if you do already have these, what do you think about them? What have you gotten out of these? Or if you want to get them or things like it, or you see things similar, let me know in the comments below. Or if you see something out at TJ Maxx or Ross and you think that I might like it, or maybe you're like, I haven't seen it in his videos, I haven't seen him talk about it, let me know in the comments, recommend it, tell me what it is, and maybe in my next rack store haul, I can pick it up and I'll be able to react to it live on camera and let you know what I think about it. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Let me know if you want to see more content like this one. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel and you've enjoyed this so far, please consider subscribing so you can see more videos like this in the future. There's a lot of things I have planned, a lot of things I want to do, and hopefully I can bring you along with me and help you discover something new as well. And as usual, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Again, thank you for being here and for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see all of you again in the next one. Be blessed.